Hi and good evening. I'm your anchor Mukhtar Musad, or for our English viewers, Chosen Camel. I'm here today to deliver the weekly news for the happenings in the Sahara region. I've received reports of what locals call two alchemists traveling by horseback to a hidden treasure. I mean, come on, this is just preposterous, is it not, Fatim Hamal? I mean, a hidden treasure and magic powers? I'm not convinced.
Well, Mukhtar, these locals have told me of how the wind blew with all its strength and the sky was filled with sand. The sun was turned into a golden disc. Some locals have begun to tell stories of a boy named Santiago who became one with the wind.
Thanks, Fatim. And now for a commercial break. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
Are you tired of waiting in long lines in the Saharan sun just to get a few puffs off a cheap hookah? Well, buy your own instead. Hookahs are no longer just for the wealthy and elite. Get yourself the Evolution Sophia, approved by Santiago the Wind Boy himself. Only 500 Egyptian pounds with shipping via camel.
Welcome back. We have something special for you coming later today. An interview with the alchemist, Wind Boy Santiago himself, about his part in the cliche, rags to riches journey in the tribal war-infested Sahara.
Hi, Mukhtar. Man, it's windy down here. I'm here with a caravan through the Sahara, and at the moment we're in an oasis, a buffer zone of peace and a place of war. I'm here in the desert oasis with a local tribesman to talk about oasis desert life. So, sir, why do you tribesmen live out here?
We live out in these peaceful areas to avoid the ongoing tribal warfare. These oases and the native desert palms give us hope in our journey with Allah.
What rules do you people live by out here?
We live for the soul of the world. We guide our people and encourage unity with Allah through each individual's personal legend. We do not allow fighting here, but we are prepared to defend our beliefs if it's deemed necessary.
It's very windy out here. What is the climate like to you indigenous people?
We dress in traditional turban and show only our eyes. It is said that when you look into someone's eyes, you know their true strength and heart. It helps with the sand too.
Interesting. How is your government based?
Our government is based off trust. At times, this can be seen as crude. However, without trust and consequences for its breaking, there is no government at all. One case, our chief told a young boy if he was wrong about an attacking army, he would be beheaded.
Wow, that's different. Thank you, sir. And now a special interview with the Wind Boy himself from earlier today.
But for now, we go to our field reporter, Amir Al-Tayer, or for our English viewers, Prince Screaming Eagle.
I'm back at the studio. I had a chance to interview Santiago and his strange falcon-carrying friend. Let's go over to that clip now. So, Mr. Alchemist, may I call you that?
That's an appropriate title.
Tell us some of the magical powers you possess.
You see, I possess some extraordinary doohickeys that allow me to pursue my personal legend and guide young Santiago on his journey.
Can you tell us of these doohickeys?
I possess the Philosopher's Stone and the Elixir of Life. It's the masterwork of the alchemist. Whoever swallows that elixir will never be sick again, and a fragment from that stone turns any metal to gold.
Ha 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 ha! Wow! I needed a joke like that to brighten up these boring days in the desert.
Well, actually, the desert is the best teacher there is. The alchemist spends years in their laboratories. They spend so much time close to the fire that gradually they gave up on the vanities of the world. They discovered that the purification of the metals had led to the purification of themselves.
Okay, thanks for that, Mr. Magic. So, Santiago, tell us of your journey to this point of being one with the wind.
Well, my mentor is wise as always. My heart is my pain and my joy. It guides me through the desert and offers the omens from the one hand we were all created from. I started as a shepherd boy and did not know the soul of the world. Neither did I pay any attention to the omens. One day I met the king of Salem, who granted me knowledge and insight for my journey. I set across Africa to the east but faced hardships such as pain, fear, and thieves. I worked for nearly a year in a crystal shop where I learned the need to follow my personal legend. After that, I set off through the desert with a caravan and came to a large, peaceful oasis. I met Fatima, the eyes that I'll never forget and love always. There I learned that we are afraid of losing what we have, but this fear evaporates when understood that our life stories and the history of the world were written by the same hand. No matter how hard we chase our journey, the soul of the world tests everything that was learned along the way. With this, I learned patience and meditation, and to hear the signals from the hawks and to interpret the voice of the sun and wind.
Well, I'm glad you and your friends, the sun and the wind, have fun together. Coming up, our guests share their most memorable moments. Welcome back, viewers. So, I see you guys have changed clothing a little bit.
Yeah, the seasonal levanter has caused us to wear some more dense and traditional clothing.
Yeah, that levanter can get stronger than a sea storm.
Interesting. So, Santiago, what was your favorite part in your journey finding your treasure?
Above all, I treasure the moments I had with Fatima. She showed me what love was. She showed me what I could lose, and above all, reassured me that we are all made by the same hand, and my desire originated in the soul of the universe, which she is in there too.
Heartwarming. So, Mr. Alchemist, how about you?
Well, my favorite part of our journey was when Santiago became one with the wind. I smiled because I had found my perfect disciple. Never had I thought I would find someone capable of such divine ability, nor someone so close to the hand of Allah.
Well, it seems my love life has also been blown away by the wind. Well, Mukhtar, back to you.
Well, that was interesting. Now we go back to Fatim, or for our English viewers, Chosen Lamb.
I've been tracking Santiago since he became famous for discovering his secret treasure. Santiago was born in Spain and tended sheep for a living. After receiving a palm reading showing him his personal legend, he hesitated, but traveled to Africa, where he worked for a crystal merchant in northern Morocco, who tested his determination. Santiago struggles to stay on task, wanting to return home to Tangier. But after having discovered that his personal legend may actually become true, Santiago follows his dreams and sets out across the Saharan desert with a caravan.
Give me your money.
Oh, jeez.
Give me your money.
I don't have any. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that was interesting. Looks like I'm gonna have to work for a crystal merchant to get that money back. But back to the story. Eventually they reach an oasis, a territory at neutral beliefs, and no fighting. Santiago spends months there, yet eventually, when he must choose his legend, he dreads having to leave Fatima. Him and the alchemist set off east towards Egypt on horseback until they reach the pyramids. Although he dreads his journey at times, local culture insists following your personal legend. Also, the desert women accept their partner's journeys, which gives Santiago confidence to continue, and finally the locals test the power and read the omens of Santiago to see if he is touched by the hand of God.
Thanks, Fatim. That's quite a little nice fairy tale we got there. Would make a good bedtime story. Maybe someone should even consider turning it into a book. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.